Good afternoon. It is a beautiful November the 12th, I believe it is today. No, November 13th. November 13th. It is a beautiful November 13th day. 2024. It is, I'm sitting out here under the picnic shed of the Prairie County Park and just having a little snack. Went to Moe's and got some cheese dip. I love their cheese dip. But sitting here reading, and I recently stumbled upon this book. After I read it, I'm going to pass it on to somebody else, as I always do. I love passing on books, especially after I read them. I like to read them first. My rule of thumb is I have to read them first, and I'll pass them on. Oftentimes, I might pass them on to people in the nursing homes. I might pass them on to people that I go to church with. I may pass them on to people that I meet out, and they say they like to read. I'll pass books on to them. So anyway, I got this book the other day from one of the thrift stores I was in, and I actually seen this book advertised. I never did purchase it, but I came across it in a thrift store, and I said, well, I think I'll take it and read. And this is devotionals, 365 devotionals. And, devotionals are short, but they're meant to speak to your heart. They're short, but like I said, they're meant to speak to your heart. And it's like a sermonette, if you will. Nothing long, but short and sweet and to the point. Devotions aren't meant to be long and drawn out. Oftentimes, they may be in a parable-like form. Devotions are. But anyway, the title of this book is Love Out Loud, 365 devotional for loving God, loving yourself, and loving others. And I was going to see the date that it was published. Looks like 2011. But anyway, the title of this devotion is Take Time to Play. 2 Kings 22:1. Josiah was 8 years old when he began his 31-year reign in Jerusalem. In today's scripture, we see that Josiah became king when he was only 8 years old. He was forced to grow up quickly. Many people feel that they were forced to grow up fast, just as Josiah was. Maybe you feel that way. I certainly did. When people have to grow up too quickly, they lose something precious. That loss often leads to tremendous emotional problems. As adults, we should be able to accomplish things in our lives without feeling burdened. In fact, I believe that we should be able to enjoy every single thing we do. Some years ago, this fact was brought to my attention because I realized I was at that time 40, and I could not say I had never really enjoyed much of my life. Not being permitted to play was still a person's childhood, his enjoyment in adulthood. Our problem was thinking I had to deserve every bit of fun, enjoyment, and blessing that came my way. The good things that come to us in this life are given to us by the Lord. See James 1:17. He wants to give them to us. He wants us to enjoy life to the fullest. If you lost part of your childhood, pray and ask God to restore your joy, your childlike faith and ability to celebrate life. And it's got a little note here. Love yourself today. Form a habit of taking time to do something you really enjoy just for the fun of it. So I thought about that for a few minutes, as I read that just now. What are some things we enjoy in life? I know some things that I can point out right now that I enjoy in life, and that is going fishing with my nephews, reading a good book, visiting the nursing home, playing music. I play banjo, guitar, mandolin, piano. A little bit of everything. I want to try my very best to try the dulcimer one of these days. But they're just some things I enjoy, out walking around, hiking, treasure hunting with my metal detector, what are some things you enjoy in life? The Lord wants us to enjoy our life. He wants us to be happy. He wants us to live life to the fullest. And I try to talk to my nephew, my nephews and my niece. I tell them the same thing. Let's enjoy life. Let's enjoy something. Let's do something fun, whether it's getting out and playing pool. I love to play pool, or bowling, or arcade games, whatever it might be. But live life to the fullest. Maybe you like to ride motorcycles. Hey, live life to the fullest, whatever it be. Live life to the fullest and trust Jesus. Lean upon Him. When we truly are leaning and trusting upon God, we have more joy. We have more peace about us. We have more kindness about us when we truly are leaning upon God and trusting God to take control of our lives. Yesterday I was at the nursing home, and we have our weekly services on Wednesday nights, or on Tuesday nights at the one nursing home that I go to. And as I was up, and I'd already started off with a bad evening. I spilt my coffee all over me. I mean, it went everywhere. And I have a running joke. If McDonald's tells me to be careful, I'm going to spill my coffee. I just can't hold on to my coffee. I mean, if they tell me to be careful, I'm going to spill it. If they don't say anything, most of the time I ain't going to spill it. But it's just something that, I don't know. It's one of those things, I guess. But I spilt my coffee all over me. And here I was, already wet from that. And after I got out of the drive-thru, I went straight on to the nursing home. And as I was singing, and as I got up to minister, I guess one of the residents, he had put his coffee on the table right beside my guitar case. And you're thinking by this point, oh no, surely not. Surely yes. He put his coffee right there by my guitar case. And as I was reading the Bible verse, or just quoting a Bible verse, I moved my hand, and when I did, his coffee went right into the floor. It went, and it made a big mess. And every one of the residents, they started laughing. I mean, I've never seen them laugh as hard as they did that day. And especially after I told them I'd already spilt one cup of coffee. That made my second cup of coffee within just a few hours that I spilled. And then, besides that, as I first got up to start reading, I spilt my coffee that I had at the nursing home. I had actually 3 cups of coffee I spilt there within just a few hours. So, they got tickled. They got laughing, and I thought about that verse. Laughter doeth good like a medicine, and it really does. The Lord wants us to have joy. He wants us to have that joy in our life. Don't let the devil steal our joy. The devil comes before to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But Jesus said, "I'm come that you might have life and have it more what? Abundantly." If you want life full of abundance, of salvation, of joy, of peace, of kindness, of mercy, it comes from Jesus Christ, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. That's where it comes from. That's where it comes from. It comes from above, Jesus. But that's not the end of the story. After I got out of the nursing home, I dismissed, I prayed. At the end of the service, I went back to my car, took my sister home, and spilt my water that I had gotten all over me. And I was like soaking wet. My backside, in back of my shirt. I mean, I was wet. My britches was all wet, and my sister was just laughing at that point. She got tickled. But laughter doeth good like a medicine. And I'm blessed with a good mom and a good dad. They're up in their 80s, and but they love Jesus, and they taught me the golden rule to love my neighbor as I do and to love God and as I do myself. To love my neighbor as I do myself, and I truly love the Lord. I do. I truly love the Lord, and but I'm blessed with a good sister, and I love my sister. I really do. My sister Sarah, she's such a sweet sister. Always been there for me. She's my big sister. If I have a problem, I always go to her, or my big brother. I always go to him. And then I got a big brother-in-law that I can go to, and a good big sissy-in-law that I can go to. I can go to them. I always say I've got 2 sisters and 2 brothers there. But anyway, hopefully this has been a blessing. This devotional has to you today. I'm going to get off and eat the rest of my dip. See ya next time.